The Mississippi Bullet, known as Monta Ellis, sat down with Zach Randolph and Tony Allen on their podcast called On the Mud. Make sure y'all check that out. This was an incredible interview, man. Monta Ellis is not known to sit down and talk. He don't talk a lot, period. So, all of us Mississippians and fans of Monta Ellis, we knew this would be a great interview. And it was gonna be interesting to see like what he had to talk about because he don't talk. Some of the biggest takeaways from this interview is that Monta Ellis exposed some of the turmoil he experienced with the Golden State Warriors, pre-drafted, and also his departure from the team. Uh, we really never knew exactly what happened from the outside looking in, and on this podcast, he spoke on it along with uh, other things as far as like the game of basketball, how it's played now, and how he predicted that it will be taken over by non-Americans due to the style of play and due to players nowadays not really practicing and owning their craft with fundamentals. He even exposed how in his camp he teaches, the players not to celebrate because a bucket is a bucket. But I want us to talk about first. It was just exciting to hear him talk about his stomping grounds and how he had Lanier in a chokehold, and the hype that he had being a high school basketball player because now that don't allow high school players to declare for the draft, and it's a small percentage of NBA players that not only got drafted out of high school but were able to have a substantial career. And Monta Ellis is one of those people. He came out of high school, man, and he did it all. Won state championships, dropped like 70 some points in a game, and had people piled up wall to wall. Knees next to knees to watch him play, and he lived up to expectations. Monte talked about that he was supposed to be drafted higher, but because an individual by the name of Sonny, if I'm not mistaken, he came out of nowhere, was trying to be like his agent or something. Monte wasn't going for it because he like, I don't work this hard, and you think I'm gonna just hand you the keys to this automobile that I built and drove to get to this destination? Nah. And he said that completely changed the trajectory of where he got drafted. He didn't even work out for Golden State and ended up being drafted by him. And they had so much faith in Monte, they didn't send him to the G League. So that says a lot about his talent. He spoke about